Robocopy, or robust file copy, is a command-line directory and/or file replication command. Robocopy functionally replaces Xcopy, with more options. It has been available as part of the Windows Resource Kit starting with Windows NT 4.0, and was first introduced as a standard feature in Windows Vista and Windows Server 2008. The command is Robocopy. Features: Robocopy is noted for capabilities above and beyond the built-in Windows Copy and Xcopy commands, including the following: ability to tolerate network interruptions and resume copying. Ability to skip NTFS junction points which can cause copying failures because of infinite loops, ability to copy file data and attributes correctly, and to preserve original timestamps, as well as NTFS ACLs, owner information, and audit information using command-line switches. Copying folder timestamps is also possible in later versions. Ability to assert the Windows NT backup right so an administrator may copy an entire directory, including files denied readability to the administrator. Persistence by default, with a programmable number of automatic retries if a file cannot be opened. A mirror mode, which keeps trees in sync by optionally deleting files out of the destination that are no longer present in the source. Ability to skip files that already appear in the destination folder with identical size and timestamp. A continuously updated command-line progress indicator. Ability to copy file and folder names exceeding 254 characters up to a theoretical limit of 32,000 characters without errors. Multi-threaded copying. Return code on program termination for batch file usage. Limitations: no open files. Robocopy will not copy open files. Any process may open files for exclusive read access by withholding the file share read flag during opening. Even Robocopy's backup mode will not touch those files. The Windows Volume Shadow Copy service is used for such situations, but Robocopy does not use it. Therefore Robocopy is not useful for backing up live operating system volumes. However, one can use a separate utility, such as Xcopy Pro or Disk Shadow X, to create a shadow copy of a given volume, which Robocopy can then be directed to back up. XP mirroring bug: Robocopy versions on systems older than Windows Vista do not mirror properly. They ignore changed security attributes of previously mirrored files. Multi-thread copy no progress bug: when specifying the /MT/N option to enable multi-threaded copying, the /NP option to disable reporting of the progress percentage for files is ignored. Wildcarding treatment: the /XF switch does not work if given both a directory and a wildcard. For example, /XF pictures /JPG generates an error. Common usage scenarios: here are some examples of usage. If more than one option is specified, they must be separated by spaces. Copy directory contents of A to B, recursively with empty directories. Robocopy C, /AC, /B/E. Copy directory recursively, copy all file information, do not retry locked files. The number of retries on failed copies default value is 1,000,000, preserve original directories timestamps. Robocopy C, /AC, /B/copy all/E/R, 0/DCOPY, T, mirror A to B, destroying any files in B that are not present in A, copy files in resume mode in case network connection is lost. Robocopy C, /A, /backup server /B/mir/Z. For the full reference, see the Microsoft TechNet Robocopy page. Folder copier, not file copier. Robocopy syntax is markedly different from standard copy commands, as it accepts only folder names as its source and destination arguments. File names and wildcard characters are not valid source or destination arguments. Files may be selected or excluded using the optional filespec filtering argument. Filespecs can only refer to the file names relative to the folders already selected for copying. Fully qualified path names are not supported. For example, in order to copy the file foo.txt from directory C, /bar to C, /baz, one could use the following syntax. Robocopy C, \C, \BASFU-TXT. Bandwidth throttling. Robocopy's inter-packet gap option allows some control over the network bandwidth used in a session. In theory, the following formula expresses the delay required to simulate a desired bandwidth over a network link with an available bandwidth of BA/kbps. In practice, however, some experimentation is usually required to find a suitable delay, due to factors such as the nature and volume of other traffic on the network. The methodology employed by the IPG option may not offer the same level of control provided by some other bandwidth throttling technologies, such as bits, GUI. Although Robocopy itself is a command-line tool, Microsoft TechNet provides a GUI front-end called Robocopy GUI. It was developed by Dirk Benisch, a systems engineer with the MSN Search Group at Microsoft, and required .NET Framework 2.0. It includes a copy of Robocopy version XP026. There are other non-Microsoft GUIs for Robocopy. Win Robocopy revision January 2, 5148.1756 released on February 2, 2014. Easy Robocopy latest version 1.0.13 released in January 11, 2012. A program by Xsoft, also called Robocopy GUI v1.0.0.24. Ken Tamura of Microsoft has also developed a copying program similar to Robocopy, called Xcopy, which is available on Microsoft TechNet. While it is not based on Robocopy, it offers similar features, and it does not require .NET Framework. Versions. Note: several versions of Robocopy do not show the version number when executing Robocopy / on the command line. See also, list of file copying software, command line, list of DOS commands, copy, Xcopy, RSYNC. GUI, SyncToy, Xcopy, Ultracopier. References. External links, official sources, Robocopy download as part of Windows Server 2003 Resource Kit Tools. Includes 35-page documentation Robocopy doc. Robocopy short documentation on Microsoft TechNet Library, Robocopy GUI download on Microsoft TechNet Magazine. Other, Robocopy X, Robocopy X Robust File Copy Utility version XP010.